very good morning to all of you. So in the previous class, we have already discussed about the physical properties of alcohol and phenol, and we have also covered all the methods of preparation of alcohols and phenol. Okay, so let us move on to the chemical properties of alcohol, and these chemical properties are very important, and this is the basic, this is the basis of this chapter. Okay, so now in the previous class I have already told you that there are two types of cleavage takes place. Okay, if this bond cleave, okay, if this bond cleave, then we will get RO negative and H positive. Okay, now this is a nucleophile and this is an electrophile. Okay, so alcohol will act as a nucleophile. Okay, so if OH bond breaks, okay, then alcohol will act as a nucleophile, and on the other hand, if RO bond cleave or the CO bond will cleave, if this bond cleave, then we will get R positive, OH negative. Okay, then this R group will act as an electrophile. Okay, so if OH bond breaks, then alcohol act as a nucleophile, and if CO bond cleaves, then it will act as an electrophile. Okay, but in case of phenols, okay, in case of phenols, uh, it always act as a nucleophile. Okay, it always act as a nucleophile due to resonance, because after resonance, here double bond character is generated. This bond will shift over here. Okay, so here we get double bond character. Okay, that is why this bond will not cleave. This CO bond will not cleave, and it will not act as nucleophile, but it will act as an it will not act as an electrophile, but it will act as a nucleophile. Phenol will act as a nucleophile like this. It can easily give its H positive, because they are also acidic in nature. Okay, so they will act as a nucleophile, but they will not act as an electrophile. But on the other hand, alcohols act as nucleophile as well as electrophile. Okay, in alcohols there are two types of reaction takes place. The first type, in which they are acting as a nucleophile, and the second is in which they are acting as an electrophile. Okay, so let us discuss firstly when they are acting as a nucleophile. Okay, so reactions involving alcohol as a nucleophile, or you can write it as reactions involving the cleavage of CO bond. OH bond. The cleavage of OH bond. So reactions involving the cleavage of OH bond. So the first reaction is their acidic character. Acidic character. Okay, so alcohols are also acidic in nature. Why they are acidic in nature? Because they react with metal. Okay, alcohols react with metal. The general reaction is to give salt plus hydrogen gas. So it is the property of an acid to react with metal to give hydrogen gas. Similarly, here alcohols are also giving hydrogen gas. So they are acidic in nature, but very weak acid. Okay, even weaker than water. Even weaker than water. I will tell you how they are weaker than water. Okay, so the general reaction is alcohol plus metal. So take any metal like Na. So from here we will get CH3ONA plus hydrogen gas. Okay, balance कर देते हैं 2 2 and 2. Okay, so here from this reaction we can easily predict that alcohols will also act as an acid. Okay, they are also acidic in nature, but they cannot turn blue litmus to red. Okay, or they cannot react with a base to give salt plus water. Okay, they will will not react with base. Alcohols plus NaOH की reaction नहीं होती. Alcohols plus NaOH, no reaction. Okay. They are acidic in nature, but not that much acid. Okay, to form salt with base. Okay, they are weak acids than water. Okay, so in order to check why they are not stronger acid than water, we have to take the definition of Bronsted-Lowry. Okay, there are three definitions of acid base. First is Arrhenius, second is Bronsted-Lowry, and the third one is Lewis. Okay, but in organic chemistry, 99.9% we deal with the Bronsted-Lowry theory, which tells us that acids are those which can easily give H positive ion. Okay, not in aqueous solution. It is not mentioned by Bronsted that aqueous solution is necessary. Okay, so all acids are those which give H positive ion, and all bases are those which accept H positive ion. Okay, accept H positive ion are bases, and donate H positive ion are acids according to Bronsted-Lowry theory. Bronsted-Lowry theory. Okay. So according to Bronsted-Lowry theory, which gives H positive ion are acids and which accept H positive ion are bases. Okay. So a strong base. One more thing. A strong base can easily give H positive ion. Okay. Is it clear now? A strong base can easily give, if HA is a strong acid is a which can easily give H positive ion. Let us say HA is an acid, and it can easily give H positive and A negative if it is strong. Or we can say that if the forward reaction is more favored, then it is a strong acid, or the products which are formed are stable. Okay, so a strong acid always have a stable conjugate base. Okay, if it want to be strong, then its conjugate base should be stable. Okay, तभी तो reaction forward जाएगी. अगर ये strong acid है ही नहीं, it cannot give H positive ion easily, तो ये भी stable नहीं बनेगा. ठीक है? If the conjugate base is stable, then it should be a strong acid. Okay, so in order to check the strength of an acid, we can easily check the stability of the conjugate base. Okay, the acid whose conjugate base is more stable, then it is more acidic. Okay, तो सबसे easily काम ये है किसी भी acid का compare करना acidic character. We can firstly just remove the H positive and make the conjugate base, and then check the stability of the conjugate base. Okay, arrange them in increasing order of stability, then this will also give us the order of the acidic strength. Okay, तो जो stability का order होगा conjugate base की, same is the order for the acidic strength. Okay, so in all the cases in organic we have to do this thing. Okay, no need to go for the Ka value. Okay, so we can also predict from Ka value, but it is not easy for us to memorize a large number of values. Okay, so we have to do some basic rules. We have to apply the inductive effect, the resonating effect. Okay, so why alcohols are weaker acids than water? We have to check this. Okay, तो क्या करें, conjugate base बना लेते हैं. ठीक है, if we have a okay, I am taking all the three alcohols, primary, secondary, and tertiary. Okay, so here we have a primary alcohol. This is secondary, 1 degree, 2 degree, and here we have a 3 degree. Okay, here we have a 3 degree. Okay, so I am rub it off. Okay, so these are the three alcohols. Okay, similarly we have water. Okay, so let us remove their H positive and make the conjugate base. So if I remove the H positive, then this is the conjugate base for 1 degree, this is for the second degree, and this is for the 3 degree. Okay, and for water, this is the conjugate base. Okay, now we have to check their stability. Okay, all are negative charge species. Now if we talk about this group, CH3 group is plus I group. Okay, and plus I groups donate the electron density. Okay, so if they donate the electron density to O, then their negative charge will increase. Okay, if the negative charge increase, they will become more unstable. Okay, so we want that this negative charge will reduce. एक चार species जो है वो ज़्यादा unstable होती है. We want that this negative charge will reduce, but due to the plus I effect of CH3, they will increase the electron density and the negative charge will more intensify. Okay, it will more increase the electron density, so it will destabilize. Here we have two such type of groups, and here we have three such type of groups. So it is and here there is no group. Okay, there is just H. So H का जो plus I है, it is very poor. Okay, and CH3 जो है वो बहुत अच्छा plus I group है. So now the stability order is OH negative, then the stability order. OH negative, then we have this, then we have the second degree, and at last we have the third degree. Okay, now what is the order of acidic strength? Same. Okay, just add the H positive acidic strength order. H2O, then 1 degree, then 2 degree, then 3 degree alcohols. Okay, so this is the main reason that firstly you have to remove H positive and make their conjugate base, and you have to check the stability of the conjugate base. Okay, so here more the plus I groups are present, lesser will be the stability, because they will intensify the negative charge. Okay, they will increase the electron density and make them unstable. Okay, but if their electron density decrease, they will become stable. Okay, if there is some electron withdrawing groups are present, like NO2, any halogen group, chlorine, fluorine, bromine. Okay, then these groups will take away the electron density, and this negative charge will decrease. Okay, and they will become stable. So acidic strength जो है, simply अगर मैं बताऊँ आपको, so acidic strength is, in general, acidic strength is inversely proportional to plus I groups or the plus I effect, and is directly proportional to minus I effect. Okay. So this is all about the general organic chemistry. Okay, you have already studied in the 11th class all the basic concepts of organic chemistry. So this is one of the main concepts, the acidic strength and the basic strength. Okay, so there are a large number of exceptions in case of aromatic systems. Okay, I will also make a video separately on the acidic strength and the basic strength of aromatic system also. Okay, at ortho and para and meta position, there are they will show different you can say effect. Okay, on the benzene. So this is all about the acidic strength. Okay, now if we talk about phenols, so phenols are generally more acidic than water as well as alcohol. Now what is the reason? We have to check the stability of the conjugate base. Okay, we have to check the stability of the conjugate base. So this is our phenol. Make the conjugate base just by removing the H positive. Okay, so now this is the conjugate base. Okay, now check the stability of the conjugate base. It is a very stable conjugate base. Okay, phenoxide ion. This is very stable because it will undergo resonance. Okay, it will undergo resonance, which gives it a stable. Okay, this negative charge will shift over here. Okay, you have to make all the resonating structure in the exam. So negative charge over here. Here we have double bond O. Okay, so there is no positive charge come on the oxygen atom. Okay, that is why phenoxide ion के जो resonating structure है that are more stable than that of phenol. Okay, if we make the resonating structure of phenol, then positive charge comes on oxygen atom, which is quite unstable. Okay, that is why phenoxide ions are more stable than phenols. Here we get double bond, here negative charge. Again, this negative charge shift over here, this will shift over here. Okay, and we will get negative charge double bond. Again, this will shift over here and this will shift over here. Okay, and we will get the last structure as this. Okay, just the bonds are opposite in these two. Okay, we have to count one out of these two. Okay, in the resonating structure. Okay, so this is all about the reason why phenols are more stable, more acidic, because their conjugate base is more strong or stable. Okay, more stable and weak. Okay, so if they are a strong acid, then their conjugate base should be weak as well as stable. Okay, if it is strong, then it can easily convert it into this. Then how it can be strong? Okay, तो ये चीज याद रखनी है. अगर conjugate base जो बना वो ही strong होगा, वो reverse reaction को कर देगा. ठीक है, that is why it should be weak. Okay, if the acid is strong, then the conjugate base is weak and stable, and if the conjugate base is strong, then the acid is weak and stable. Okay, so this is the whole concept of Bronsted-Lowry. Okay, so let's move on to the second property. So second property is, okay, one more thing, the main basic difference between the phenols and alcohols, how to check whether we have a phenol or an alcohol. So do the litmus paper test. Okay, phenols can easily turn blue litmus red, but alcohols fails to do so. Do this thing. Okay, the second test is phenols can easily react with base. Okay, they are strong enough to react with base to form salt and water. Okay, so phenols can easily form NaOH gives ONA, sodium phenoxide plus water. Negative charge, positive charge on the Na. Okay, so they can easily react with base to form phenoxide, sodium phenoxide. Okay, so let's move on to the next reaction, that is esterification reaction. Okay, we have already discussed this reaction in the 10th class. Okay, the formation of esters. Esterification reaction. Okay, simply we have to take alcohol plus acid, and it is a reversible reaction in the presence of a strong concentrated acid. Okay, here we are taking carboxylic acid. Okay, and here we have taken H2SO4, carboxylic acid, to give esters plus water. Okay, esters are generally fruity smell. They have fruity smell, so we can easily identify esters by their smell. Okay, so this reaction is reversible in nature. Now, in this reaction, the H group of alcohol liberate, okay, and OH group from the carboxylic acid. Okay, so this thing you should know, that H group is given by alcohol, not OH group, and OH group is given by carboxylic acid, and we will get this product. Okay, so this is known as esterification reaction. Okay, now next reaction is acylation. Okay, if the reaction with this is the reaction with carboxylic acid. Next is reaction with acid chlorides and anhydrides. Okay, we have also taken anhydride. Now this reaction is known as acylation. Okay, acids can easily react with RCOCl. Okay, RCOCl, then we will get RC double bond O. Again ester will form. Okay, I am taking it as R dash plus HCl. Okay, plus HCl. So this is known as acylation. Acylation acylation. Okay. Now, if we have acetic chloride is this CH3COOCl. This is acetyl group. Then this reaction is known as acetylation. Okay, I'm taking methanol. This reaction is known as acetylation. Okay, if we have acetic chloride or acetic anhydride also, in that case also it is known as acetylation. So question may be asked that you have to tell the acetylation reaction. Okay, so simply in exam also it can also be asked that what is acetylation reaction. Okay, what is acetylation? So if we have, this is acetic chloride. Okay, similarly if we have acetic anhydride is this. There are two groups. Okay. Now in this case also plus CH3OH, this is also known as acetylation, and we will get the ester plus we are left with this H and this whole group. We are left with this whole group. Okay, because this group and this group will attach to give this, and we are left with CH3COH. Okay, acid will form. Okay, this is known as acetylation. Now in case of benzene, if we have benzoyl chloride, then this reaction is known as benzylation. Okay, then this is known as benzylation, I think. So the reaction is CH3OH again plus, if we have this compound benzoyl chloride, then this is known as benzylation, and we will get the product as H and Cl will leave, and we will get C double bond O OCH3. Okay. Okay, methyl benzoate. Okay, methyl benzoate. Okay, so these reactions generally takes place in presence of pyridine as a solvent. Okay, in general we take pyridine as a solvent, and sometimes NaH will also used. Okay, NaH will also used as a solvent. Okay, so this is all about the acetylation, acylation. Okay, acylation is a general term, and if we have these two, acetic chloride or acetic anhydride, okay, acetic anhydride, then this is known as acetylation, and it is known as benzylation if we have benzoyl chloride. Okay, so let's move on to the next property related to the OH bond cleavage. So the next property is reaction with Grignard reagent. Okay, so we have already discussed this reaction. Why Grignard reagent are prepared under anhydrous condition, or why we use dry ether in all the reactions of Grignard reagent? Because Grignard reagents are very reactive. They can easily react with water or even alcohol to form hydrocarbon. So this is the general reaction. Okay, so one thing you should know, that only H group is used of alcohol. Okay, and we will get R dash H plus MgBr, and this OR group will attach over here. Okay, alkoxy magnesium bromide. Okay, so and this is the hydrocarbon alkane. Okay, so alcohols, Grignard reagent or reaction with alcohols as well as water, they can easily convert it into water. Okay, sorry, alkenes. Okay, so these are the main reactions involving the OH bond cleavage. Okay, one more thing, I will discuss the acidic strength order. Okay, acidic strength order of phenols when some substituents are attached. Okay, if we talk about this is known as picric acid, OH, and there are 3 NO2 groups are present. It is highly acidic. Okay, it is highly acidic because if we remove this hydrogen to form the conjugate base, then this conjugate base is most stable. Why? There are three electron withdrawing groups are present. They will withdraw the electron density and make this negative charge more stable. Okay, if we talk about because we all know that acidic strength is directly proportional to minus I of X. Okay, and these three are the minus I as well as minus R. Okay, they will also take the electron density with the help of resonance. Okay, if we draw the resonating structure, then they will the electrons will move inside their group. Okay, inside NO2 also they will migrate the electron density from minus I as well as minus R. So that is why they are stabilizing the compound. Okay, the phenol. So I will discuss the effect of substituent in some other video lecture. Okay, that lecture is only upon the acidic strength. Okay, so let's move on to the second type of reactions, the reaction involving the CO bond cleavage. Okay, we have already discussed these type of reaction in the preparation of alkyl halides. Okay, so reactions involving the cleavage of CO bond, CO bond. Okay, the first reaction is, we have already discussed Lucas reagent test. Okay, the first reaction is reaction with halogen acids. Reaction with halogen acids. So I am writing only a single reaction. Okay, we have already discussed this part, that ROH की reaction अगर हम HCl के साथ कराएं the presence of ZnCl2, then we will get RCl plus H2. Okay, this bond will cleave. The second reaction is reaction with phosphorus halides. This reaction we have already discussed. Okay, reaction with phosphorus halides. Now what is the reaction? If we take PCl3, then we will get RCl. We have already discussed the mechanisms. Okay, and we'll get H3PO3. Okay, and if we have PCl5, okay, again I'm saying that there is no need to remember the mechanism if you are preparing for the board exams only. Okay, if you are preparing for the competitive, then it is necessary for you to memorize the mechanisms also. Okay, and actually mechanisms are so easy because in all the mechanisms we are doing the same thing. Okay, the third reaction is reaction with thionyl chloride. We have already done this mechanism, thionyl chloride, and this is the most efficient method for the preparation of alkyl halide, because in this case the byproducts are gaseous form and they can easily leave. SOCl2, we will get RCl plus SO2 plus HCl. Okay, these two products are in gaseous state and they can easily leave. Okay, so these are the three main reactions. The fourth is reaction with ammonia. Okay, so they can easily react with ammonia to form amines. Reaction with ammonia, and if we take alcohols in excess, then we will get 3-degree amine. Okay, we'll get 3-degree amine. Reaction with ammonia, like if we have CH3OH plus NH3, we will get CH3NH2 plus water. Okay, now if this is in excess, then this reaction will again take place. Again, this CH3OH will react with the product and we will get CH3 twice NH plus H2. Again, the third step is, okay, we have to take this in excess. If the alcohol is in excess, then 3-degree will be the more stable. Okay, 3-degree will form, and if NH3 we are taking in excess, then only first step will take place. Okay, again reaction with alcohol and we will get this product. Okay, this is 3-degree, this is 1-degree, and this is 2-degree. Okay, so this is the reaction with ammonia. So in this case we have generally main 4 reactions. Reaction with halogen acids, okay, and the reaction with phosphorus halides, the reaction with SOCl2, and at last we have reaction with ammonia. Okay, I think this much is quite enough for this particular lecture. Okay, we will discuss some more reactions, okay, related to the CO bond cleavage, okay, and generally the electrophilic substitution reaction of phenols. Okay, we will discuss that one also, and there are some main reactions. There are some main chemical reactions of phenols. Okay, there are some main name reactions like Riemann-Tiemann reaction, Kolbe's electrolysis. These are the main reactions of phenols. And from the last few years, Riemann-Tiemann, Kolbe's electrolysis are the favorite questions of CBSE. Okay, so we will discuss that those reactions in the next class. So I hope this much is quite enough, and I hope you found this lecture very helpful. So thank you so much for watching the lecture.